Hey everyone, so this video is kind of coming a little bit late, but I wanted to make a end of the year round out for my channel, and I have a special guest today who wants to talk to me about it. Give a round of applause for Roy. He is Turok for the Bands and Turok show.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey man. Hey man.
How's it going, everybody? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Welcome to the channel, and let's kind of just jump straight into it.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty nifty spot you got going on over here, man.
Yeah, dude. I got us a TV playing in the background with our choice of whatever we want to watch. We got Scooby here judging us.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. And I just wanted to talk to you about the overall channel growth of this year, because it's been... you want to say like last year was the year I really started doing stuff on my YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think you really picked it up last year, and it just became like a passion for you to just continue sending those videos out.
Yeah. I believe when I made the announcement on my Facebook, I had about like 36 subscribers from friends and family, and I grew about 12 people, and I have no idea how many of them are actual like of those 12, if how many of them are like actual like friends and family, because I know your sister signed up for like a few of them.
Well, yeah, my sister has one out. I know there's a possibility I may have 3 to 4 out.
Wait, are you serious?
No, just the one.
Okay.
But no, yeah, you had, I think you had like very minimal, like less than 15 people. But
Yeah.
you've got some people more.
Yeah, it's been growing pretty. It's growing a lot more than I thought it would. It's really weird. Like if you look at the beginning of the channel really did start off as like a video game channel between us with our Let's Plays from Apex Legends on the Bands and Turok show. Making like those first few videos was like really fun to do, especially if you look at the first episode. And maybe this is just because it's like the highest viewed one and at the very least highest commented one. But it definitely was like the best quality, and when it was first released.
Yeah, I mean, when you started coming out with those, to be honest, that was legit. Because when I started seeing it, I never used to realize how I sounded on the mic, especially when I'm like playing through your view. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I am a knucklehead when I play. I'm just gung ho. I'm the one friend that goes, you know what? YOLO, and Bobby's playstyle is really legit. Yeah. So,
well, yeah. I mean, I'm all right. No, you're the better player. This is just me, like building up Roy as a better player than me, but he totally is though.
No, yeah. I just shoot straighter sometimes.
By the time of this video releases, we're gonna be on episode 23, 24.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I don't know, even though that's how this channel kind of started, it's definitely kind of taking a life of its own on something else with my other type of videos, with me like talking about stuff and like just kind of like doing like household chores sometimes.
100%. This all stemmed off of literally me and Bobby one day just talking about what if we put the Bands and Turok as a show on his YouTube, and he took off with it, and literally it did. You're right, it did stem off to do your own stuff. And
Yeah,
I don't know, that one video, the first video you ever put, I mean, dude, that was like the first intro into...
I mean, it was like the announcement video. For a while, like I was trying to put out like maybe one video a week, sometimes starting in August or July, just so that way it pushes me, because I know like a lot of YouTubers that I follow do that type of thing, and I wanted to see like how hard it is, and it's freaking hard to do that, man. Like putting out one video per week.
Yeah, that's why you do what you do, man. You do what you do.
Like when it came to like the video game Let's Plays, like it was definitely getting hard for me to put those out more consistently at the same quality. This current like now like the Let's Plays, like sometimes they get like okay viewership, like 17 views.
Yeah, I mean they're alright, but I mean that's when it really comes down to it. That whole Bands and Turok thing really just stemmed off of like whole like Twitch
Twitch us trying to be like
yeah,
Twitch streamers.
starting to start off, and because me and you we had our moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think for us it's just more like a personal thing at that point. Bands and Turok was more of like an us thing, and then Bobby's YouTube channel really popped it out with it being about, well, it's like the Bobby Show, BK Productions Bobby Show.
I definitely started slowing down the releasing of the Let's Plays just because, to be honest, they're not getting the same views when we first started. So it's just that's also kind of taken into account. But like what Roy's saying, like it's been allowing me to kind of be the Bobby Show essentially. Like I'm reviewing something like the first video that really it really jumped at me pretty much, and it was
your first video
that really took off without me even trying, and it was our Universal trip with your family.
Whoa, hold on. That was not the first video
That took off without.
Oh, that took off.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think the first video that took off, to be honest with you, was your introduction into who Bobby is and what Bobby's about, and bringing out your insecurities and willing to work on yourself. I think that's what really brought it up, because that one got more views than any of our Bands and Turok views, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it definitely did.
And based off of that, you just skyrocketed into your own little
pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, the Universal Studio, if any of you guys watched it, it was fun, man. I had a good time.
Yeah,
My family
it was a
had
fun
good time.
trip.
Yeah, we had a good time. I mean, I don't think you even showed. Did you show any of the inside of the house that we rented?
We did. I did a little bit. So that was one of the confusing things about this video, mostly just because if you look at up to that point, I had only released like 2 videos of myself, or 3 videos at that point of just me talking. This was the mistake I had learned eventually when I did this video. Never release more than 1 video at a time a week, just because one's going to eat up the other's view count. Because I ended up making like an actual thought process of how I felt about the Universal trip with actual narration, and then I also made one with like just kind of all the video recorded compilation.
It was just like raw.
Yeah, just pretty much just raw at that point. But yeah, that was the video that like really took off, because I think that was the first video that I didn't have to post on Facebook to get like a boost in like view count. That's how I recruited like a lot of my YouTube subscribers were through friends and family on my personal page. But then that one was the one that really took off. I wouldn't say it goes viral. Virality would be more like something that hits the millions. But this,
yeah, I mean, for what your page was, it was definitely out of right and left field, dude.
Yeah,
you had some views on that one that I couldn't explain. I mean, if you were to, what was the title of that specific thing? Because I'm pretty sure it was Hollywood Studios, right?
Yeah, it was literally just Universal Studios trip unedited.
So I think if people were to like really like type up on YouTube Universal Studios and see what's chilling, I think that's probably one of the first things that popped up. Maybe that's probably where you got most of your views at. But if we're talking about how many people actually watched it and commented it and liked it and subscribed to your page after it, that's a whole different thing, because that showed 2 different levels of video things you got going on. Right?
Yeah.
First video of the natural of the compilation, and then the second one your narration.
It was a new video idea at the time for me to like put that out, but I will say this though, with that video, even though I got like a lot of views for it, I didn't get the subscriber count from it. And it wasn't even until random one, and I have to admit, after talking with my fiance about this, she's 100% says it's like the best video I put on my channel, and it was the behind the scenes flop video promo.
Don't even get me started with that, guys. He says behind the scenes. What did you label it as?
I labeled it as BTS.
Okay, and if y'all don't know who BTS is, look it up. But I guarantee if you do look it up, his video might be on there.
That video was so weird because like I think that one was the only video that I had like a huge boost in subscribers. I got like +3 from that video alone, which was like that was my number 1 video.
Oh yeah, and by all means, like people could have saw that and said, "Oh, that's not the Korean boy band group. What the f?" Could have skipped it.
I guess that was also something I wanted to do for this channel initially, was to put more like of me kind of doing behind the scenes of me working on like film sets and stuff. That one I just put like plopped down a tripod and then threw in some narration post. It was actually done really quickly.
Are you talking about with you and your mentor?
Yeah, when I was working.
Those are good. I like those.
Yeah.
Those really encapsulate a lot of what Bobby does outside of here.
Yeah.
Outside of what he does on editing. I mean, that really shows you how much Bobby really focuses on the amount of work that he does to editing and how much physical labor and aspects he put into actually understanding it all. And his mentors, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Legit. No, dude, of course. But it's a legit career, dude. What you do is legit.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm just an electrician.
After that, how that video took off, I ended up doing like, I remember in August I went to the comic book convention and like, I met Adam Savage in Santa Clara, San Jose. I went to that thing knowing that I was going to try to build as much content to make. That was such a nerve-wracking thing, just because I think by the time I released the video, none of my view count was really taking off. I think at that point people were already like, it was done and people were just moving on to the next big thing. So like a lot of the videos from that week didn't really hit virality up until I released that cosplay photo shoot I did with that Mandalorian guy.
Oh, one of the actor's friends. About
Yeah. During the convention, I ended up shooting photos for like my friend who was an actress of mine in one of my films. She did this Loki cosplay, and her friend did like this. I don't want to go into the nerd of it all, but he was a Mandalorian pilot.
Yeah, he looked just like Boba Fett.
I did. That's the thing. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it.
He's just a really narrow-sized stormtrooper.
That's somehow worse.
Anyways, continue with your Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was the video from the whole set. Pretty much when I done the photos, I compiled them into like a short video to kind of show like the type of like my photography skills for like these people. But I did them so quickly, I didn't think they would take off as well too. But then this one ended up hitting almost 260, and I actually, 250 actually.
Hey, no, legitly, your editing skills and camera skills and abilities to capture all those moments, dude, were pretty on spot, bro.
They were pretty good, I will admit, but there was an instance where I realized I got really lazy during one of the photos that I should have fixed it in post, but I was too lazy to fix it.
Hey, man. Hey. We all have those moments.
It's kind of funny with how the videos that have been turning out pretty well, the ones that I've been putting so much effort into aren't necessarily getting a lot of the views, but the ones that I'm putting the least amount of effort at this point are getting the most views. So I'm like, I don't know what YouTube wanted from me at this point.
I can tell you did a video about you building a desk thing, shelf, majigger thing. I can't remember, but I watched that. I'm pretty sure half of those views are for me because I watched that thing like at least 13 or 15 times.
You did tell me that you were really mad at me with how I was building that thing.
I was watching you with extreme cringe. I'm talking about like, oh my god, what's he using a flathead on a pan head screwdriver like bit? Oh wow, dude, come on, bro.
It did fit though.
Hey man, when it fits, it fits.
Yeah, I lost track of what I was going to say.
I mean, dude, it was just, most of it was the music and your commentary of how you went about detailing each aspect of where you messed up, of what you knew was going to happen, and then how you fixed it. I mean, I had the first 3 times I watched it, to be honest with you, I was like, what the am I watching? Then the 4th time it kind of hit, okay, all right, he's actually getting into detail where he messed up, he's learning, right, he's getting it. Not trying to throw you down, buddy, as a guy that doesn't know how to build stuff, because I've seen Bobby build stuff. You've seen him in the production sets with him and his mentor. Oh my god, dude, this guy's legit. But
when it comes to home good shit, I can't build for
hey, but you know what? Give the guy some credit, dude. He learned. The next time he does a shelf like that, and kick ass.
I am planning to buy another one though for a specific reason.
He really is, and he's gonna take half the amount of time. So instead of 2 days to finish it, he'll do it in 1 day.
It was like 2 hours. Okay. But that being said, that's still...
That is a bullshit. There's no way it was 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
Was it? That thing's a 2-shelf. I see it right there. It's only 3 shelves.
Yeah, it took me like 2 hours.
There's only 4 pieces to that thing.
Yeah, you... Okay,
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Maybe
6.
It wasn't 2 hours. It was at least 1 hour, though.
All right. Well, anyways, he did it. He'll get it in half the time on time. Anyways.
So that week, I was like having like a really rough time with making videos, just because because of that whole entire me doing 1 video a week thing. It was definitely catching up, because at that point I was like releasing like video game stuff to kind of help pad out my like run times, pad out my releases for YouTube. And then it was just at that point I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make 2 more videos for like this year, and then after that I'm gonna try to like figure out like what I'm going to do with my YouTube releases, because it was getting pretty bad. And specifically, I knew for a fact I had to put a video out that week, because I had developed a theory. Like, not to get all technical, and not to get all Illuminati or conspiracy. I had developed a theory that my videos were taking off because of my release schedule. Videos were doing specifically well during certain periods of the month, so I wanted to like really capitalize it, and I knew I had to put a video out. And so far, based off my release history of the videos, everything supports that supports that theory. It's still probably conjecture at this point, but it's still somewhat supported.
Yeah, all you YouTubers, I will never understand.
Yeah,
but I'm glad you're able to find your schedule.
Yes. And like that week though, like me releasing that video, like I had to like kind of like comb it together, just like literally film it, and immediately I like edit it super quickly.
Was this the building
the shelf one? I also like barely was barely able to get in. That's my specific time frame. After the end of the year, I realized I need to like kind of like figure out. So I think starting in January, I started taking a break in terms of like really evaluating like what I wanted to do for the channel, because I knew, like I had said before, I wanted to make some short films on my YouTube. I even did the video of me scaring myself to like make short films again, because I joked around saying I was growing into like my
Is that one where what's that little bird thing called?
My pork?
Is that one where your pork is like, you're gonna make more videos, and you're like, no, that video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was a good video.
Yeah, we're recording this video in February right now, so right now I'm just kind of like evaluating like how I want to release stuff, because right now I've recorded quite a bit of toy hauls. So I've been doing a lot of that, reviewing figures to kind of keep the pastime. I do like to do these more toy haul things, just because one, they've been helping me really declutter my office, as well as kind of helps me figure out like how I'm going to envision it. Like I can tell right now, like I've been filming specific shelf placements in my office in hopes to making like some sort of like DIY video eventually down the line. That being said though, like I already know for a fact I'm gonna hate myself, because that Marvel shelf I have in the middle row right now is gonna get immediately taken out, because I want to make a second Star Wars shelf. Where are we at this point with the channel, I guess, so to speak?
You know, that's a great question. Viewers, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Just to be honest, man, I mean that's really your direction. Yeah. I as one of the viewers, and as your best friend, I'm gonna tell you, like, I keep it going. I like them. I like watching them. It's something when I have time after work, during work, while I'm sleeping, I'll have it on in the background.
Please do that. That helps with the view count still.
Like I said, man, I'm most of the viewers. I'm just kidding. But I guess for you, the question is back to you. What do you want out of that?
Well,
like what I know you were talking about originally doing short films on your YouTube channel, but between the Bobby Show, the Banton Turok Show, Like, what else do you see yourself doing with your channel?
Well, I would still love to do short films. I had one in the pipeline that was going to be horror-esque. I do want to repost the short film I had made back in 2018, and then maybe do like a behind the scenes to like what happened during production. That was something that did pique my interest to an extent.
Is it like straight like horror?
No,
or is it like horror comedy?
more like, I guess it'll be kind of comedic in terms of like how things are filmed and stuff. Maybe.
I guess questions for you. I do have a couple questions.
Yeah, go for it.
I guess to really answer and come back first for the first thing is you have an idea of what you want to do with your channel, and that's introduce still the same thing you've been doing, video gaming. You as in what you're doing in life, as in Bobby, and then also your toy ventures that you do.
Pretty much that's what I want. A fourth one, and this one is, I guess it technically is a part of like my life. Essentially, it's me being a filmmaker, because that's at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
It's me trying to tell a story through my video craft. Pretty much.
yeah, and
Yeah.
But I mean, that makes sense. Makes 100% sense. So, to me, this is just something I've heard through people, and I'd have to do more research on it. But based on what me and Bobby were talking about over lunch was, videos that come out on like Poppy Jasper and what's that other big number one, like Sunny.
Oh, Sundance. Sundance.
So those Sundance films, they're like so underrated because then they get hit up by Netflix and then they ask for like contracts about like, hey, we actually liked it. We actually want to offer you a thing if you make the whole movie and, we'll pay for it,
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that Bobby, you need to release more movies for film festivals, right? Or
That's where we were getting at. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how the topic came about when we had breakfast this morning. We were like, why don't you do more short films, and add that to your list?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool thing to do. And I think I will want to try and put some of that time and effort into producing that type of stuff. It just like really depends, just because I already have like my short list of people who I'd call in for favors to help me out on that type of thing, so that's good.
I really like if you try to putting yourself in those Poppy Jasper ones or some other ones, the other variants of it. Last time we did something like that, I had really a truly fun and awesome time doing that video with you. That was pretty cool. That whole short film was a blast. Meeting new people too, and saying what's up, and it was cool. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I think you should do more of those for sure. But that'll be more to your channel if you do that. So
Yeah, agreed. Do you have any other questions you want to throw at me?
Are you doing more building ones?
Organizing. It's not building. It's organizing my life.
Okay, so you're not going to be doing no more DIY stuff that like incorporates tools. Will you put yourself recording it?
Well, I won't be doing like lawn maintenance and all that.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm building furniture to like decorate like my kitchen for like the end goal.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm talking about like doing some heavy duty drilling and some stuff.
You both know who I'm going to ask to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to record yourself doing that type of stuff?
No.
Okay.
Please don't put me on video.
Yeah, no, that's I'm not gonna be doing any type of like that.
Okay.
Like the most I'm gonna be doing is like the shelves thing again, because it's serving a specific function of like
what you're trying to do with it.
setting the space.
Yeah, that's understandable. That makes sense. But yeah, man, I really appreciate. I have no other questions. You have questions for me?
I guess two questions. One, do you want to do more videos like this where we talk like on the microphones and?
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool actually to not just have me in here. I think it'd be really cool to have other people, like people that actually watch your videos, and having them as a guest. I'm talking about like your significant other. I'm talking about maybe even family members, friends. If you don't want to be a part of this, just reach out to Bobby. If you have his information, reach him out and hit him up. Let him know you're interested in giving out your view on how he sees videos, how he's growing on these videos, and what you think of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely could do something like that too, especially if you're interested in doing any type of. Well, it's not even me like inviting you onto like this type of like format where we're talking about how we feel about my channel.
Yeah. Well, it could also just be just shooting the shit, right?
Yeah.
Shooting the shit with BK, right?
I'm down to do any
have
type
it
of
your way.
videos.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think if you do something like this, this would be pretty cool, dude. If you really think about it, this would be almost like a podcast level.
This is pretty much a podcast setup, right?
Yeah. So this is like literally for you. It's like asking how they're doing. Like if you start asking friends and family and seeing like, hey, what your what your views are, and I don't know how you would do that, to be honest with you. A lot of it would be like I can name a couple people, but the actress you had in your video Take on Me,
Yeah.
maybe you may want to see how she's doing with her stuff, and,
Or maybe your cousin if he's ever in town.
which one? A lot of them.
The one that's in our other videos, for the other.
Oh, that cousin.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cousins.
That's something we can definitely bring on. And again, I'm totally down to do any type of video collaborations with other YouTubers or just people that are in my subscriber account.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
I think that's about it. I guess my final question for you, Mr. Roy, is where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me at your local hardware store. I'll be outside waving a sign that says Chipotle burritos. You'll probably find me on. Update for everybody. It's no longer Turok anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've moved to a different name. So if you try looking for me under Turok, you're not gonna find it. It's gonna be Smurf Rock now. Twitch. I'm trying to get into streaming with Mike Game Channel under Smurf Rock. So if you haven't seen it, look, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I haven't put too much yet. I'm still working on it, trying to build my brand and get my space. But I do have some videos out now, and I am working on it. But I'm looking forward to do more gaming and have you bands join on whatever game we can.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
For me, it's kind of hard to just like put in time to play video games right now, just because I'm like editing so many other videos as well as doing working and chores. Like I don't know how you can do it, man. Like how you can play games.
Well, I don't know if that'll be a different video, but to make it real short, everybody has, and this is an important message for everybody. Everybody has their zen, where you gotta get away and you gotta put yourself in a situation where you get yourself out of reality for a bit, and that's mine. Gaming is mine. I work a lot, Bobby. My real life work. I work a lot, and I use video games to get myself out of that mindset, and it helps me. Now I have a beautiful girlfriend I talk to all the time, so she kind of helps me. And she plays with me, so she's playing with Smurf Rock, and it's cool. So when I get into my video games and Bance has a chance to join me, I'll Twitch stream it, and maybe he'll record his on his end, and we'll make something out of it.
Yeah, maybe. Does she play Apex Legends?
No, her and I are actually doing Fortnite right now. Don't even go there, bro.
What?
I got back into Fortnite, I know. But, so it's Fortnite.
Okay.
Dead by Daylight, obviously.
Okay.
I still play that.
Does she play that too?
No, she's scared.
Okay, that's fair.
What other game am I playing? Red Dead. Fall Guys. Bance, I know for sure, has Fall Guys.
I suck at that game.
I also suck at that game, but we suck together. Yeah, but anyways, back to Bobby and his show. Bobby, it was a pleasure. I had a great time, man. And thank you for inviting me out here to do this. I love Scooby. Love your entourage guy going on.
If anyone's curious, Roy did buy Scooby for me.
Okay, well,
Well, if you guys like this video, feel free to like it as well as subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. And again, please follow Roy at Smurfrock on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube.
Thanks, man. No, not YouTube yet. Not YouTube.
Mostly Twitch. Mostly
Twitch. Yeah, just right now. We'll probably go down to YouTube route, but not yet.
Okay. And as always, we will see you guys for the next one. Bye.
Laters. Wow, that was fun, man.
Yeah, we should do this more often. This is also reinforcing the idea.